go. Let's go get down this way.
You should have a fairly wide shot so you can see them.
As cameraman Brian Archer described it, the scene at the Greyhound Terminal this morning looked like something out of Gone with the Wind. Cots were strewn all over the place, and weary travelers were either passed out or milling about. Cots and blankets were compliments of the Red Cross, who came to everyone's aid around midnight. It was much appreciated.
I've been stranded here since 2 o'clock this morning.
Where are you trying to get to?
Buffalo.
You look bored to tears.
Yeah, I've been here since about 8:30 last night. And I'm still waiting for the roads to open up to Buffalo.
Oh, you're going to Buffalo too?
Yeah.
Did you expect this kind of weather?
Not in the least.
As I quickly found out, almost all of those stranded were heading for Buffalo or Chicago or points beyond. Those lines were canceled due to impassable and closed roads. But officials were hoping they'd be reopened by late afternoon, but they weren't making any promises. Meanwhile, all travelers could do was continue to check the departure schedule, bite their nails, and call the worried ones back home. At least one good thing came out of all this, some new friendships, if only for the day. The camaraderie brightened some otherwise dark spirits. Marge Banks, Eyewitness News.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Maynard. This is the news. Tonight they've closed the West Shoreway inbound from Edgewater in Lakewood to West 45th Street. You're looking at the scene live. A water main break flooded the street, the water froze, and it's turned into an ice rink out here.
Hold
Ted?
the shot. Yeah, our Jim Bunn is live on the scene right now with one of our TV5 action cams. Jim, we see you out there. How bad is it?
Well, Ted, let me tell you, as simply as I can put it, it is the pits. We have had a 36-inch main, which is about as big as you can get, break, and it's just sent water cascading down onto a good part of the shoreway here.
Going to be many straws sipping up that water tonight. Any chance the shoreway could still be closed by rush hour tomorrow morning?
Well, I'll tell you what, let's get our photographer, Rick Ridinger, to give us a shot down here. This is the entrance ramp coming up onto the shoreway, and as you can see, we have a new annex to Lake Erie here, courtesy of the water main leak. Very slim chance, better to say no chance, that this will be open tomorrow, because even if they get the thing turned off, I don't know how much salt it's going to take to melt that thing, because it's going to be freezing up overnight.
If you're like me, chances are your car gives you plenty of headaches, and on a day like today, maybe getting the thing started is the biggest headache of all. So here are some tips from the AAA that may make that headache a bit less severe.
What we've all been waiting for tonight, a demonstration of a much different kind, a good old-fashioned bonfire. Maybe a small one. Terry Stewart is sitting by live now with one of our action cams. Terry, I'm looking at the bonfire. It's bigger than it was a couple of minutes ago. How'd they get that thing going?
We got it going real fast, Ted, and it's a good idea considering the weather out here. Actually, what you're looking at is a pep rally. This is a pep rally for the CSU basketball team. Now, I know what we usually have in the way of pep rallies and homecoming celebrations go during the football season, but CSU doesn't have a football team, so they're having it now instead for the Vikings. Ed Bulow is the president of CSU Student Government. Isn't it a little hard in a commuter college to get school spirit going like this?
Well, it was very hard a couple of years ago, but it seems to be changing about the last two.
Okay, and some winning teams can bring that about, too. Let's see if we can't get a quick cheer back there, okay, from the gals? They're having a lot of fun in some real cold weather. This fire's a great idea, incidentally, for Don Webster when he goes outside and does those weather opens. This is Terry Stewart live with the Action Cam. Back to you.
Looks like some of the library cases from CSU, and I was a student there. I don't know. 12 people there. I wonder if they're renegade students.
Well,
no.
they sound like more than 12.
We're just kidding, of course. We're having a good time.
Up next, Dorothy Fuldheim and her commentary.